Now, I know I might do this a lot, but it helps out my second channel, and obviously as you can tell right now, I want you guys to go check out my second channel. That channel is going to involve Dokkan Battle. I've kind of changed it a bit around. It's going to involve Dokkan Battle and anime games in general, so I'm going to be doing a lot of, fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters news on there, the new Boruto Shinobi Striker game, I think that's what it's called, I'm not sure, but I just have this drive to make videos like that on a different channel, because I don't want to clash things on this channel. I might even do Xenoverse mods again, but on that channel, because I've really enjoyed doing that and I really want to bring that back. So if you guys are interested in any Dragon Ball video game related type of content, make sure to go there, because I want to keep this channel just Dragon Ball discussions and maybe other discussion things as well. So thank you so much if you do it, and let me know on one of those new videos that I've uploaded. Just say hi or something, it would be appreciated. Now without further ado, let's get into the actual video. How's it going, you awesome people? It's iVolt, and today we're just gonna be discussing Limit Breaker. So I've done a video talking about this form, just the aesthetics of it, like if I like what it looks like. The form looks beautiful, okay? I like his silver eyes, and I've pointed this out before, but his eyes actually look like they kind of have this demonic look to it. Like the pupils don't look like actual normal pupils, they look like a cat's pupils, if that makes any sense. So that looks cool. But what this form, what is this? So I was thinking, and the form, he doesn't have Super Saiyan hair. Now we don't know, okay? We don't know if this is him, transformed, because like I've said before, we've had that teaser of the red haired kind of Super Saiyan form on one of those chocolate boxes, because we've had one update every time. We've had one with Super Saiyan blue, and now we have the one with Super Saiyan red. So it's possible that this teaser that they've shown us could just be him going into that transformation. This form could also end up explaining to us why Goku was using his Super Saiyan Blue transformation so much. We've also thought that maybe he's using it to try and test his opponent, but because we've seen him use Super Saiyan God, he could have used that, although he probably didn't, because in the tournament, it's going on for I think around 48 minutes, maybe I'm wrong, because it's been a while since they said that, but maybe it's gone for 48 minutes, and of course he's gotta not waste his stamina, because Super Saiyan Blue uses up a lot of stamina. So he's ended up doing what he's done in the manga, and yes guys, Goku did it first. Vegeta did the whole punching and transforming and then changing back, but Goku was the first one to do it in the tournament of in the Universe 6 arc. When he fought Hit in the manga, he went from Super Saiyan God into Blue, ended up defeating Hit, and here we've got Goku doing that thing again, but here he's just actually transforming and changing back and transforming, which is cool. I like that. I like that they took that from the manga and just put it to the anime, because they brought Super Saiyan God back, and that's one of my favorite forms for Goku. Now I think that he was actually using Super Saiyan Blue to get used to it more, not because he just wanted to hold back, because of course he can, but I think he's been trying to get used to that form before he goes into the tournament, because that's what he's done with Super Saiyan. He's mastered Super Saiyan to the point where he could sleep in it, and that was back in the Cell arc. And to progress in a form, to achieve a new level, you have to master what you're already working with. And even Goku Black ended up foreshadowing this. He said, with this body I have unlimited potential. So Goku has unlimited potential. He's just got to figure out how to tap into that unlimited potential. Now what I was thinking, maybe he ends up somehow combining Super Saiyan God, the abilities of Super Saiyan God and abilities of Super Saiyan Blue into his base form, and that's why we ended up seeing that one teaser shot from behind him, and it looked like he was kind of Super Saiyan Godish aura, like he was reddish. And then in the new teaser that we saw, the front of Goku with his eyes being silver, it was also blue. So maybe it's going to keep going from red to blue in his base form or something. Of course this is Limit Breaker, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's something else, but it's definitely interesting, because we don't know what he's gonna look like beyond his limits. He wanted to do that against Toppo. He actually went Kaioken times, I think maybe 10 or 20, I don't think it was 20, but I think it was Kaioken times 10 in their exhibition match against Toppo, because Toppo wanted to fight them. So he went into that, and the Grand Priest had to stop them. he had to stop them because maybe, you know, that was going to be it. But in the opening, we ended up seeing, and a lot of these shots from the opening actually ended up coming true. Okay, a lot of those shots that we've seen in the opening was actually in the tournament. So we see Goku, you know, we see him like scream from Super Saiyan Blue, and then like Kaioken Aura, and then he's in his base form, but you can see like that white kind of key around his base form, and that looks similar to what Limit Breaker kind of looks like, except maybe it's before he goes into Limit Breaker. Okay, maybe that's before he actually transforms. But it's weird because we saw Goku fight against Jiren in his base form, and this man's keeping up. He's, you know, keeping pace with Jiren, and Jiren's way stronger than Toppo, and Goku was barely, I mean, he was, you know, doing damage to Toppo, and Toppo was doing some back. It was kind of back and forth, but if he's kind of equals with Toppo, then Jiren's on top, you know, Jiren's the strongest out of them. But in order to train his form, he didn't have enough time. Vegeta went into the hyperbolic time chamber before. I think it was Goku Black Arc. I don't know if he went in there again. Goku didn't. He didn't have enough time to train before this whole thing started. I don't think he'd want anyone to know about this power. I mean, he's been so confident. This goes back. He's been so confident, so sure of himself. He's like, come on, guys, we can do this. So maybe he sensed that there's, you know, a new limit out there, similar to how back in Dragon Ball Z, when Goku was talking to Vegeta, he's like, I can just tell there's a level beyond Super Saiyan, and then went and achieved that. But I think this is a whole different thing, because he's first had Super Saiyan God, he's absorbed that God Ki into himself, and now he can tap back into Super Saiyan God, you know, maybe before his body could not handle that form and had to let it go, and because he's never tasted God Ki before that. That ki was granted to him by that ritual where all the Saiyans poured their ki into him. His body didn't know that, but it got used to it. It found, you know, it got used to that feeling, and he was able to absorb that power and make it his own. And then after training, he was able to access Super Saiyan Blue, which is a more powerful. It's more powerful than Super Saiyan God. However, Super Saiyan God is still stronger than Super Saiyan. It's got more. It doesn't use as much of his stamina, but it's faster and it's more powerful. So what this limit breaker has to be, it has to make Goku either equals Jiren or a bit stronger, or maybe it's gonna like start dominating Jiren, and Jiren's gonna unleash his true power as well, because we have not seen Jiren, you know, do anything. He literally, one of the biggest things that we've seen him do is just, you know, shoot Kale out of her berserker form. He didn't kill her obviously, and she fell, but it didn't knock her out either. So this new form could also be dangerous for Goku, because we've seen him use Kaioken and Super Saiyan Blue, which was incredibly dangerous. He used it when he had like a 10% chance of working, which was incredible and also incredibly stupid, but it worked. His gamble paid off, he didn't die. So this new form could also be doing incredible damage to him as he uses it. I mean, he might not want to use it right away, but he has to. It's a tournament of power, something terrible is going to happen, and then he's going to end up, you know, using this form. Maybe it's weird to say this for me, because I'm trying to figure what this thing could be, but it's in that taser, it reminded me of what he looked like in the Frieza saga when he first went Super Saiyan against Frieza. So what if this form is kind of like when you push a Saiyan completely over to the edge and into like the corner, where he ends up, after mastering, you know, Super Saiyan Blue and having that God Ki, maybe he breaks that limit into the God realm. Now in the manga, they're nowhere near close to Beerus. Even with, you know, holding all their Super Saiyan Blue Ki in, Vegeta also managed to figure that out, because they do different things in the manga from the anime. Beerus basically said, not even in 1,000 years, not even in 1,000,000 years at this rate, you're going to catch up to me. And he just slaps Vegeta into the ground and changes him back. So that's interesting. So maybe even if he breaks through this realm, it still might not be enough to beat Beerus. See, the thing is, Dragon Ball Super is incredibly inconsistent with power scaling, that we really don't know what power levels are at any given time, because these power levels can go up or down. It's all due to the plot. If the plot requires it, Goku's gonna be weak. If the plot requires it, Goku's gonna be overpowered. That's just how Dragon Ball Super works. Because power levels were relevant somewhat in Saiyan Saga and Frieza Saga, but it kinda ultimately dropped off at the start of, well, it really dropped off at the end of Cell games, and then Buu Saga came, and it's like, how do you calculate Goku's base form to Super Saiyan 3, and then it basically became a conundrum, and we still don't know Goku's Super Saiyan Blue multiplier. We've only gotten this one kind of a statement from Toriyama when Super Saiyan God, well, Battle of Gods came out, and that's not even a thing anymore because that was for the movie, where he said if Beerus is a 10, Super Saiyan God Goku is a 6, and Whis is a 15. And it's the only kind of power scaling we had, and now we don't know. Okay, we don't know. But Goku's hair, when it spikes up, it looks similar to when he uses Kaioken. So if maybe he goes into Limit Breaker and he still hasn't broken his limits completely, so he uses Kaioken with it, because he's starting to, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Goku's been getting way more efficient at just doing that incredibly quickly rather than before. Like when we first saw him use it, he had to prepare himself for a good 2 minutes to, you know, tap into Kaioken. Then against Zamasu, he just, you know, like he got his foot broken, or I don't know, his ankle, and then, you know, just sat there powered up and used it. And against Gohan, this man, and Toppo, he just went boom, just like that. He just basically, like, he just powered up, and that was it. He got Kaioken. So he's mastering Kaioken and Blue, so that might be going to the next level. Now, of course, we have no idea. We've just got the photo, okay? We've just got that image. We can just talk about it. Obviously, it looks like Goku's base form, but at the same time, it's not. It's something completely different because his eyes are silver, which makes me either feel like his hair might go red or go white, or it might just stay like that. Again, we don't know. His power may actually run out like Super Saiyan God did, and then he might even absorb it into his base again or something along those lines, and whatever he transforms into next might look completely different to Blue. We don't know. This is Goku's thing, but this is incredibly exciting. This excites me beyond belief. So, hopefully I haven't rambled on too much, but please tell me what you guys think of this form. What are your theories on what this form could be? Let's have a discussion in the comment section, and if you guys bring up some amazing points, I might make another video incorporating your guys' points into it, because I love discussing this with you guys. I love seeing your comments, because you guys actually make some really good points down there. So, again, thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and commenting. I really appreciate every bit of that support. And if you guys are new to the channel, of course, please do subscribe and leave a rating below. I mean, you don't have to, but I just like saying it because YouTube's, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. The YouTube platform is kind of not very stable at the moment, so any support that we do get is incredibly appreciated. I don't take any of that for granted. So, again, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace.